Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pete and Jeremy's DnDTime Game 3 this evening, Game 3. For those of you who don't understand my terrible French accent.
It's like Game 5.
Yeah, maybe it's closer to Game 5 tonight. Anyway, not the point. Yeah, and this is our Legend tier adventure this evening, with the goal, inevitably, to recapture Clinton Slaughtermorter. Usually we start these DnDTime adventures off by introducing each of the characters. Just very briefly, these are some of our legendary heroes, some of the most powerful and storied characters in the land of DnDTime. There is Selcress, the young drow. There is Kurogan, the golden dragonborn. Euchaunkas, the lizard folk. And Lance Silverblood, the wood elf? Wood elf.
We have titles.
I know you have titles.
You didn't say them.
I'm aware. I was just giving people a little more context because those are things that doesn't say on the screen. Doesn't say what you want.
I see how it is.
I only want to be referred to
Whoa
as
now.
my
Okay,
title.
guys, calm down. It's not that big a deal. Chill out. Cut Roger some slack.
I'm not Roger, I'm Jeremy.
Cut Jeremy some slack.
Come
Fuck
on,
that
Kurogan.
guy.
Get it right.
You have no right to talk.
As their
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, as our scene, thank you. As our scene fades in, you all find yourselves upon the moon base. This tends to be your hub of operations here above the land of DnDTime, blessed by Selune, guarded by the clouds, the nebulas in space. You are all just above on the moon base. And you are in a room. You've been waiting. Roger has been preparing the body of Ugg, mainly under the guidance and supervision of some of the lizard folk who you brought up here. Preparing the body of Ugg for your Speak with Dead spell that you wanted to cast. However, you've been a little distracted because you've just watched some really weird shit in the illusion chamber, which, again, can peer into the grand illusion. This is strange. Last week, Roger had gone into the Grand Illusion saying that he wanted to see what was going on. When he came back out, he was all beat up, and he said that Lemick had attacked him in there, and that the adventurers had come upon some magical keys to the past.
Right, we were there.
Yeah. Well, you were actually there, Euchaunkas.
Yeah.
But some of you were not.
What's going on?
And yeah, you've just been watching, some of you at least, have just been watching into the illusion chamber and just watched the last 4 episodes of DnDTime. Which, it's strange that a different set of adventurers would be sent on the same mission.
Yeah, that's
times
weird.
Like that.
But, yeah, look, so about a week ago or so, Lance and I fought a Tarrasque Lemick, and then a week before that, Lance was in a battle royale and didn't tell any of us!
What?
I only saw that there was goings on, like, as it was about. I wanted to take part in it for old time's sake, and you were busy off with Ugg, and I think the two of you were saying something about a grand ritual.
I feel betrayed that you would do this without us.
All I know is there was some sort of prize, and he won't tell me what it was.
What prize? What the prize?
The prize wasn't anything too impressive. That, young mage, what was his name? Byoshi, I believe, won in the end, so it wasn't anything terribly
You're
interesting.
right, he won. Roger, how do I get this thing to tell me Byoshi's inventory?
Just a minute, Euchaunkas.
I'm hitting the screen and nothing's happening.
You're
gonna break it! Stop it!
Break it again!
I'll just...
You see, from the side of the room, one of the doors opens up here in the moon base, and you see Roger, the now very old gnome, kind of shuffle forward. He's wearing red robes today. These red robes are actually pretty great. I kind of like the style. What do you think?
No.
I like it.
No, he looks like those are the
No.
same... Those are Lemick robes.
You need to go, like, for more blues, definitely.
Look, you guys are still hung up on this Bartholomew thing. I know you really loved him. I loved him too, but Roger is not Bartholomew. He can wear red if you want.
I think you should wear brown.
Well,
I
well,
wasn't-
you had the blues going, and Roger had a whole green
Anyway, look,
aesthetic.
oh,
but
sorry.
Yeah, the
Lemmick's over here
business's
for-
colors are blue,
Alright.
thanks.
Okay.
Lemmick got naked.
Chunks,
What?
move over. All right. He hits a bunch of buttons, and popping up, you see Biyoshi. It looks like his most recent acquisition. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of magic items. Oh, he's gonna be screwed when he gets out here. The chicken dinner. This silver platter can magically conjure a chicken dinner once per day, complete with all the fixins.
Lance.
Yikes.
Lance!
Well,
No,
that's
no,
interesting.
you're not.
Whoa, you talking? Wait, hold your horses here. Hold
So
your
we
horses.
smashed. Cut to Euchaunkas just strangling Lance to pull him off.
All right. Maybe we should just let them choke each other out.
At this point, it might be the best idea, but we don't need them. What's on the agenda for today?
Well, actually, we need one of them to speak with dead. We have the head of ready.
All right, break it up, boys.
All right, so I'm gonna go over, pick them up by their collars, and
Ah,
separate them forcefully.
Now, question: when you try and pick up Euchaunkas by his collar, does Euchaunkas just shed his skin and be free? Or...
sure.
No kidding.
Ew! I dropped the skin. But I still have Lance. Sorry, buddy. I put him down.
Folk could do that. Why did I suggest it? That's
I,
weird.
I didn't know I could do it either.
What are you
Must
gonna
be
do
an
with all that
instinct
skin now?
thing.
Oh, I'm gonna dry this out and eat it like chips.
That's
Isn't
okay,
that
look, all right.
auto-cannibalism?
I think that's kind of what they do, right? That makes sense, actually.
It's just repurposing something.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Yeah.
nutrients in our skin.
Look.
A lot of vitamin
I-
D.
We've been planning this for a long time, guys. We need to get going. The head is ready for the ritual. I assume you're still planning on going through with that ritual today?
Yep.
All right, get on it, you two. Good.
Okay.
Do the speak with that
Alright.
thing.
Ugh, creepy corpses.
Yeah, so Roger leads you into an adjacent chamber, or actually probably down some hallways to the med bay. And yeah, there is the head of Ugg. I don't think he took the whole body because yikes.
Oh yeah, that's being chopped up and distributed for food.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be gone soon. You have the head of Ugg, which lies on, a simple plate probably. It's kind of hard to display a head. Eyes kind of rolled to the side, tongue lolling out, very clearly very dead. It has been covered and kind of surrounded with small herbs and incense that have been lit, and little light wafts of smoke are kind of poofing up around it. And the ritual is ready, Euchaunkas. Or Lance, for that matter. I'm not sure which one of you's prepared the ritual. Or actually, yeah, you would have to prepare the Speak with Dead spell. Look, I'm not an expert at this kind of thing, so I really can't do it. One of you two are going to have to do the ritual.
Yeah, I can't do it. I just talk to demons and devils.
I mean, I've got some powerful magics, but nothing of this caliber.
Look, we've determined this. It's either Euchaunkas or Lance. Which
Yeah,
of you's doing it?
I mean,
Flip a
I
coin!
have it prepared.
I assumed we both sort of prepared it, but
Oh, I prepared a utility spell to help with this.
okay, great, I'll do it.
All right.
I mean, it was your idea anyway.
No, just a little worried she's not going to be super responsive to me, but that's fine.
That's why I have this countermeasure.
Great.
Dead
All
men
right.
tell no tales. They can't lie. Probably.
Euchaunkas, what is the traditional lizard folk way to speak with the dead? I assume there is like a thing in your culture, or in the culture of your lizard folk people, or is this just like you're the first one that's strong?
Well, let me look at how this works.
Yes, you grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range. allowing it to answer questions you pose. A corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. I think this falls under that definition.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Well,
You have
so
5
we
questions, so-
yeah, we burned some incense.
Yep, that's already going on. Roger's like, yeah, I got that part.
Yep, the incense smells like swamp.
Ew.
Yeah,
Okay.
not great.
Kurogan just has a nose plug.
And it and then I tap on the head until it wakes up.
And I work a little magic to the side.
And by tap I mean knock on the forehead.
Just knocking on it.
Hmm.
And, oh, shit. Lance, you clever bastard. Unfortunately, this is not a creature. But that was a very good strat. I respect the idea, but it's not a creature currently. It is a corpse. So, Euchaunkas, you knock on the head a bunch. Lance, you conjure forth the zone of truth, and you all suddenly find it very difficult to lie.
Hold on.
Okay.
You're right.
Yep. You don't want to lie.
I mean, I tend not to lie anyway, so it's fine.
Selcress can lie. And Lance, are you in this? Okay, so everyone.
I'm a
You
very
can't get
honest
me-
person by nature who now magically can't lie too. I
Yep.
am compelled to tell random truths.
Yes.
It's not random.
And
With
now
that
you,
one,
can't,
it is random.
now you can't get me to admit that you're my friend. Peons.
So all of you except for Selcress are compelled by the zone of truth. The head, unfortunately, is a head, so it is not compelled. But Euchaunkas, you bonk, 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 knock on it. The scent of swamp gas wafts up from the incense, and it is kind of heavy in the air and almost settles across the metal floor like a low-hanging mist that you would find in a swamp. And after you're getting kind of frustrated, you're hitting it pretty hard. "Gah! What do you want?" says the head of Ugg.
I want information.
Fine,
Right?
stupid lizard.
You're a stupid head.
Yes.
All right,
Euchaunkas, try to keep it on focus.
then.
State to me your question 5.
All right. Question number 1.
Okay. Oh, and Ugg's head is huge because she was a giant. So it's like a very big head.
What are the names of all the other warlocks of fashion? Because I'm pretty sure they're your enemies. Anyway.
Natural, Armana, Laurel, Lauriel, Princess, Zan, Valerian.
Princess, I will.
Can you repeat that?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Or Ugg?
No, you.
Oh,
I'm wasting a question on us.
Yeah, nah.
I gotta check. There is Ugg, Natural,
How do you spell natural?
or that works too.
I mean, you could type them all out.
I'm typing the
Yeah, you can spell it however you'd like.
Okay.
Al,
Armana,
Romana,
I knew that.
Laurel,
RL.
Laurel,
Okay.
Lauriel,
God, there's a lot of L's in here.
Princess,
How dare.
Valerian, and Zan.
Laren's not a bad guy.
I believe that's all 7.
Lance got knocked out of here or something.
Oh, no. Discord, you dastardly dog. Welcome
Yeah.
back. Or did we lose my
Bye again, Lance.
Bye.
No. It's only now that we've started this. So I think that was your first question.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you now you have the names of all 7 warlocks of fashion.
All right. What?
At least as Ugg pronounces them.
What are each of their individual main sort of power sets.
Are you asking about their laws?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
Don't have to be.
Yeah. You've just asked a very, very wide question. Yes. What was the question precisely?
What are their... Basically, I'm asking what they do and how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
What are their main
Like,
powers?
What are their laws, and how does that play into what they do?
Yeah, I guess. That's probably...
Al's a perv.
Okay.
Armada? I don't know. I don't like her very much. Same with Laurel and L'Oreal, stupid sisters. Princess is disgusting like you, as the eyes and this kind of decapitated head swivel toward you, Selcress.
I'm not disgusting.
And Valerian, he takes everything.
Yeah, he does.
What about... Wait, you didn't say anything about Zahn.
I don't know him. Never met him.
Have you...
Careful.
Be careful, you only got 3 more questions.
Luckily, I'm the only one that can ask the questions around here.
Luckily, that is true.
Alright, next. Alright, so there's 8. Well, there were 8. Stupid head. There's 7 left. And we know nothing about them.
Yeah.
Well-
We do know that there are sisters, Laurel and L'Oreal, or whatever.
We do know that there are sisters. What were the last known locations of the warlocks that you knew the locations of?
Good one. That's a good one.
The Sacred Veil.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I guess
They-
all of them were just in the Sacred Veil.
I suppose. What about she wanted a diamond for something, right?
Yeah, no, that's the next thing.
Okay.
What is this diamond you want?
Maybe
Well,
some-
I like all diamonds, but the one I want the most is mine. The goblins came in about a week ago and stole it and made off with it. It contains the very essence of my fashion.
So if we can get that, then we could use it against the goblins.
Or the other warlocks?
Or everyone! Wahaha!
Darn tootin' goblins! Ugh.
Weirdly evil. Did you just say darn tootin'?
No?
Have you been watching those old illusion documentaries of the Old
Maybe.
West?
I get bored sometimes.
I mean, I can see why you would get bored if you've been watching those so studiously.
Sure. Dying.
Well, alright.
It's quiet up here. I don't have peanuts to boss around anymore. You guys are always off doing other things. It's lonely, you know?
The head's like, can I just go ahead and die already? Can you finish
No.
your questions?
Yeah.
You got about 7 minutes left if you want to really hold the spell out.
No, we're gonna probably have to talk about this zone of truth business. I don't know.
If you don't have any further questions, can I ask one?
Well, hit
I
me
mean-
with it. I mean, I have to relay it. So hit
I'm
me.
gonna whisper in his ear. Did you know that Uggs are the most hideous shoes in existence?
You know that they don't.
No.
They won't
that.
learn any new information from this.
Yeah, I don't-
She's not gonna
I
take
know,
that into
look.
the afterlife with her. She already
I
did.
know, but she's gonna get really pissed off.
Actually, Ask her why she was all the way out in the Wilderwood and not with the other warlocks.
Yeah, why the hell did you take over my keep, you rotten head?
The head of Ugg kind of looks, the eyes swivel around in its dead head toward you, Euchaunkas, to answer, and begins to speak. And she says, "Well, you see, that keep..." And as she starts to talk, you see kind of a slight kind of trail of light over her mouth. And where the light kind of flows, it leaves behind a silver thread, which quickly goes across her mouth and sews the mouth shut.
Okay, so one of you cut that open so she can
cut
talk.
that open.
Yeah, you try to cut it open, it doesn't open. It is an adamantine thread.
Well, that's
It appears that
interesting.
someone has interfered with you're asking maybe the wrong question, or maybe asking too much.
Hey, don't cut the thread, just cut little slits through where the thread twined through.
Cut her a new mouth, it's fine!
Yeah, I chop into the side of her into her
You
cheek.
jump in the side of her face. You
Speak through
try
the cheek.
And you try and get that to work. It appears the head is completely inert.
All right, Roger, we're gonna have to do this all over again in another 10 days. So I'm gonna need you to figure out how to cut these adamant. Roger, you're here, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
I'm gonna need you to cut these adamantine threads. Also, did you do that?
No. Why would I do that?
Who could do that on a corpse?
And so
Roger
far
could
away,
not
we're
do
on the
it.
moon base. And who's
I have
watching
no
us?
other power.
Who's watching us?
Look, I don't know what's going on, but clearly you were asking something that someone didn't want us to know.
Who does adamantine thread?
One of the warlocks, obviously.
Drugs. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Let's see, which one of these are the most dastardly that would probably do something like that to one of the other warlocks? Damn it, I don't know any of them well enough. I think all of them could do this.
All right, Roger. Well, we need you to preserve the head.
Yeah.
I'll just throw it back in the icebox.
Cool.
Perfect.
Crazy, the moon base has just a box that just makes everything cold.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
please keep it away from the snacks this time.
That's not that crazy.
yeah, I mean, I'm the,
All right,
It's queen.
whatever. Oh, right. I guess feel free to talk about what you might have learned there. I'm gonna get this head back in the box, and then, Selcress, we've been talking. I think
Yeah?
I've finally located Clint.
good.
Who?
We can save Clint? Finally!
Who?
He's a chef
What happened to
romance.
Clint?
Y'all
It's
should
been
explain this to Euchaunkas. I'll be right back. And
Okay.
Roger walks away.
So, mute. Thank you. Clint's a chef romancer. He can bring things back to life, kind of. And,
Have I ever met him?
you did that one time when we went into the illusion.
I don't remember this.
Well, you did. He had an illithid head on his door.
Nope, doesn't ring a
Bear-
bell.
Bear Deck Swamp.
All of his furniture is alive.
Yeah, and it squirms around.
I don't. Nope. I nope. Doesn't. I don't.
Look, what's important is he is very important to us. He can help with the revivals and stuff. Do not eat him.
That's.
You know, this could actually be pretty useful. His specialty is reviving things that have been eaten, so literally anyone you kill and eat, he could just put back together and we wouldn't have to do this whole mind game with the severed head.
Yeah. Lance, did you know it was a chicken dinner?
Absolutely. I tried to get it, but I made a few bad calls toward the end.
Compelled by his own zone of truth.
That's what I thought.
I really should have dispelled the spill when I realized it won't work on the head.
Yeah, well, you didn't, and now we're all in this zone of truth.
Yes, and it's not like we have any choice in the matter.
Euchaunkas, don't eat Clint.
Wait, does
Alright,
sarcasm
I
still
might
work? In a zone of truth, does sarcasm still work?
No, I don't think so.
Darn.
I might not eat Clint.
I need you to promise me you won't eat Clint.
I can't do that. Not while we're in this zone of truth.
Nope, it's gotta be inside the zone of truth.
It's not possible.
So truthful.
Okay, how about this? I promise to keep Euchaunkas away from Clint so that he doesn't eat him.
I guess he can do that. He can try.
Alright, Euchaunkas. You can eat him if he resists.
Why would you do that? He's
I can eat
Clint.
Kurogan if he resists.
No!
You
Oh.
can eat Clint.
Do any of you dream about eating everyone else?
What?
Huh? What?
No, that's weird. Why would you do that?
I mean,
Minor point of order, actually. Maybe Euchaunkas has daydreamed about eating other people, eating everyone else in the party, but none of you have been able to actually dream since you left the grand.
You know, one
yeah,
thing
I
that's
mean-
weird. I haven't actually been able to dream at all.
yeah, I mean, this was a while ago.
Wait, do you guys think that the dream world or whatever has been like sealed off from this world?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, the slumbering spine's not there anymore.
That's true. I think Lance is trapped on the floor.
I need the floof.
Get up, Lance.
Yeah, get up off of that floor.
Yeah.
Dance till you feel
Alright,
better.
I'm back, everyone. We're ready to. Lance, why are you just on the floor?
I think I'm still a little lightheaded from when Euchaunkas was strangling me.
So Mort,
Weird, that
Or
was
Clint.
truthful.
Clinton Slaughtermorter, that one.
Oh,
Where is
right.
he? What's he doing? What's going on?
You know, it turns out he's actually right down the street from Kurogan's right now.
Oh, how do you know it's
Alright.
him?
He's pretty easy to track. He kind of leaves a trail.
Of what?
Morts that were dead that aren't dead anymore.
Ah, I see. We should go fetch him then.
Can I eat them?
Sure, I don't care.
I've got no calls about that.
Oh, is that a zone of truth? Oh shit, give me a second.
Hmm.
Where's my character sheet? Roger.
Roger rolling that one.
Character sheet. I lost the character sheet.
There.
I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Good.
Alright, we're good.
He's good.
By the way, while you're here, Roger.
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, I can lie. That's okay.
Yeah,
I can't.
figured that out.
What were we gonna ask?
So if you have any pressing questions, Roger, now's the time.
What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten?
Barbecue.
Wow. Just regular old barbecue.
Well, who's human?
There you go.
You know, it's a good thing none of us are human here.
Lance, you should dismiss that. Anyway, come on, let's head over to the arcane catapults and get you
All
down
right.
to Kurogan.
Alright, do you want to cast Seeming on us again? Because, Central City.
Oh yeah, no problem. That should be relatively easily.
Okay.
Oh,
The
wait, let
directions
me.
The directions are a little weird. It's on the corner of Mort Street and Mort Lane.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
give me a
the right
second.
side, Kurogan's is on Mort Lane. So.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, let's get into character. I am Mort. Hello. No, that's not it. I'm Mort. There it is. There it is.
I'm not terribly confident in my Mort accent, but remember, Morts don't talk, so if anyone asks, I'm the Mort that doesn't talk.
Makes sense to me.
I get it.
Okay, I'm just dying over here. Nobody.
Selcress is just kind of dying in the corner, guys.
No,
Alright, Emily.
I've been practicing my Mort too. Walk in here. How's that?
Oh, it's so cute. Anyway, all right.
It is very cute. Maybe you should leave the talking to the grown-ups.
Whoa.
I mean, that's not false, though.
I mean, yeah,
You know what? Kurogan said it.
he did.
Anyway, here's the arcane catapult. and
Kurogan, we're not in the zone of truth anymore.
as you as you walk into the catapult chamber, you see it has a beautiful kind of glass window that you can look down onto the weird convex plane that is the land of DnDTime. You see the sun slowly shifting around the north side of the plane. Its eerie kind of green glow basking upon the world. And yeah.
What if we just blew that up?
Let's not blow up
Blew
the
what up?
sun. Don't blow up the sun.
I'm pretty
always blowing up.
Euchaunkas,
Isn't that why it's fire?
It's so much larger than it looks from here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you try to blow it up, you would just melt.
And brighter. You see
bet-
these windows, they're not glass, they're actually very thin lead.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Yeah.
something, all right.
Very bright.
Hmm.
But it keeps up the magic.
I bet we could do it.
I
Well,
mean,
maybe
sure, we're
that's-
gonna do it
All right,
eventually.
everyone get in the goddamn sphere.
Okay.
Oh, let me just step in. There we go.
You all climb into this large glass sphere. Roger's, all right, I'm gonna launch you down to Kurogan's. I've been
Oh,
working...
wait, Roger. Roger. I go over to Roger, and I flick my tongue out really close to him. Okay, you're not Lemmy. I climb back in the thing.
Oh, no, I'm not Lemek. I'm 90% certain Lemek's not real.
At all?
I don't think so. I think Bartholomew just created him to run scenarios.
But that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Plus,
I mean,
like
his whole
him.
backstory is he's Bartholomew's second. I don't think Bartholomew would even... He doesn't even recognize me as, like, a distant second.
Yeah, but I saw Lemek in the legend lore.
And did Lemek ever have Bartholomew back up that claim? I don't remember Bartholomew saying that Lemek was the second. That could just be Lemek's perspective, perhaps a assistant before you.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Are you
Anyway.
eating your skin chips, Euchaunkas?
No, these are just pretzels.
Normal
I
Well-
should have some water. Those pretzels are
What?
gonna make you thirsty.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm kind
All
of
right,
surprised.
I'm closing the sphere.
I'm
Roger
kind of
hits the button.
surprised that we're more surprised that it's pretzels at this point.
And as the sphere kind of closes around you, it's, all right, buckle up. I've been calibrating the launch between Kurogan's and the station, but it might still be a little rough. Y'all ready?
Yes. Also,
All right.
where are the seatbelts?
We're gonna go live in 3, 2.
Seat.
One. Presses the button. The seatbelt automatically goes over you, and then the sphere is jettisoned out the bottom of the space station, or the moon base rather. You go flying through the atmosphere.
It's really hard to eat these pretzels and this many cheese.
Your skin's all just like back on your faces as you go rocketing through the atmosphere, fire swirling all around you, and then you land incredibly softly in the backyard of Kurogan's.
Wasn't there like a teleportation circle here anyway?
Yeah, there's a teleportation circle we unlocked.
Did he
Why did we do that?
he
I
just
don't
wanted
know.
to throw us?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just wanted to throw us.
the thrill of the ride.
All right, everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, you know we have a circle down here, a teleportation circle, right?
How'd the catapult work?
Fine.
It was
Alright,
good.
That was great. I was seeing if we could get through the Mort interference.
Oh, that one is what it was. Definitely not an excuse that you forgot that there was a circle here.
No, I was fully aware.
Get through.
Anyway, good luck on the mission. You should all look like Morts right now. I don't know if any of you noticed. It's weird.
Oh,
In the
oh,
cutscene,
yes.
I imagined when you were going through space. You
All
were
right,
not
yep.
Morts, but you totally look like Morts now.
Yep, we're what's now. Everything's fine. Let's go.
Remember the corner of Mort Street and Mort Ave.
Thought it was
Thank-
Mort Lane.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
just gonna-
Mort Street and Mort Lane.
At least we don't have to go down Mort Boulevard.
I'm just gonna eat these pretzels. I feel like there's a normal thing for a Mort to do.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty normal. You got a bag, what is it,
I
like a
just-
bag of pretzels?
I just won't talk. Well, it's more like a canister, but or
Are we sure we want Kurogan to talk?
oh, definitely not.
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with
Oh.
this?
That point stands.
Yeah, that's kind of.
You're all very rude.
All
I'm
right,
just
maybe.
saying, last time it was kind of you who did the suspicious Mort thing.
Maybe I should do the talking.
Okay.
And as
I
you
mean,
kind of
you're
walk,
more charismatic, but you sound like a child.
I'm.
Wait, if Selcress were to yell or cough for a little bit, she might, hoarsen up her throat to be a bit
Oh,
more
yeah.
morty.
You can eat some of these pretzels; they'll make your throat dry.
Okay, give me some of those.
All right, here's some pretzels. Here you go.
Thanks. Kurogan, don't be shy. Come on. You can talk.
Kurgan shakes his head.
No, if you're gonna be proud about it.
As you walk into Kurogan's proper from the outside of the from the little backyard, you just kind of notice by its absence there was like a little beat that you could just barely hear on the wind. It seems to go away. And yeah, you stand now inside Kurogan's. All of the exercise equipment, of course, all set up as usual. But I assume you're just walking straight through, heading down to Mort Street.
Real quick, as we enter, I'm just gonna like, smells like blood, sweat, and more blood.
I assume Kurogan's been working out.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I do like the smell of the blood.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I did mean to ask. I don't believe Euchaunkas' stronghold benefit is in here currently.
It is not.
It will be in there in the next time. Pete has that written up somewhere, and Pete is in no man's land right now due to internet. So I was wondering which stronghold benefit are you currently benefiting from, each of you? The Kurogan's you're stronger, or the Castle Selcress you can walk on water and do other stuff.
I'm doing the Kurogans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Kurogan's been working out.
kind of biased to
Yes.
Castle Selcress.
Absolutely fair.
I suppose I'm probably Kurogan's.
That's where all the blood's coming from.
I'm also swole.
Lance is
Yeah.
also on Team Kurogans.
Excellent. Can you all roll me a d2? So, oh yeah, Euchaunkas and Kurogan, you look especially swole. Lance, you don't look that much more swole.
I was trying to clean up the blood, but they kept bringing in more blood.
Yeah, it's weird. And Selcress, can you also roll me a d2? Oh, you got a 2. So Selcress, all of your beverages are refreshing and cool, no matter what.
Yep.
Excellent. So, as a bunch of swole-looking morts walk out of
You're so
Kurogan,
dry.
We look like normal lords because we have the disguise on. It's
sure,
fine.
you look like no one, but beneath you, you're super swole. Mostly.
Oh yeah.
You walk out onto Mort Street. There were a few Morts walking around. Most of them keep quite a distance from Kurogan's, though, after, a bunch of them were killed by the automated defenses. And you turn left and begin walking down Mort Street. And as you walk, you find the sky above gets darker. It begins to drizzle, small puddles forming on the cobblestone roads of Central City. The old abandoned buildings which line the sides of the streets seem to loom like desecrated husks of trees that once lived. It reminds you a lot, Selcress, Lance, Kurogan, of the last time you went to visit Clinton Slaughtermorter walking through the Baradak, desolate, with only the skeletons of trees and mud. Very few Morts walk the streets, and none take the time to bother or heckle you as you make your way down Mort Street. And soon enough, you find yourself approaching Mort Lane. On the left, at the corner, is a squat, rectangular building, standing a little over 10 feet high. 2 Morts stand as at attention as Morts get at the only entrance, which appears to be a staircase leading down to a subterranean level. This is, well, it's the mortuary.
Oof.
I see what you did there. It's the original pun.
Yep.
So is
What do
Clinton
you
the
all wanna do?
Is Clinton the mortician?
I hope so.
is that Selcress or?
That's Fox.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we need to get in.
Yeah.
Yes, those pretzels really worked.
These are so dry.
I got an idea. Follow me.
Alright.
I go to a nearby alley.
Yeah, no problem.
There's a mort there, right?
In the alley?
Mm-hmm. Probably
Uh,
two, doing some sort of shady deal.
Let's see. It is kind of raining slightly. Oh yeah, there are 2 Morts.
Okay, all right.
They are, I don't know, taking a cigarette break. Oh, Mort, we work too hard. Yeah, Mort, I put way too much effort into this job.
Do they look
Kinda
like
haven't talked.
tough morts or commoner morts?
They seem like pretty common Morts.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Mort, you wanna smoke?
Are they saying that to me?
Yeah, they greet you. They wave at you as you walk in.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, here you go. One hands you a cigarette and goes to take out a lighter.
Yeah, I bite him on the neck.
Okay. Roll an attack roll. You bite him on the neck.
That should be, hold on, this much higher. Hold on.
Going in for that sweet kiss of death.
So he's like,
That should be 10 higher.
So he's like going to raise a lighter, and you get him right in the jugular, and he just collapses in a heap.
I guess I'm gonna stab the other one. Guess I'm gonna stab the other one.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what their plan is, but let's block the alley view, Lance.
You stab the other more through, just and kind of gets lifted a little bit by your sword, but your sword then impales the wall, the stone wall of the building behind him. So he's just kind of like stuck, like hanging off your sword a little bit.
I mean,
He's also
they-
super dead.
do they remember that the Morts are peons?
All right, I pick up the corpse.
Okay.
Get the other one.
And
Kurogan.
actually, as you're looking at them,
I've got this.
there's something weird about these Morts. More so, like, there are many types of Morts. There are illusion Morts. There are physically transformed Morts. These are different. As you look at them, they appear to be kind of, well, at first you think they have stitches or maybe scarification, which was weird for Morts, but as you look at them, they've been put back together, sewn together in places, so neatly that they look at a distance, and even as you are getting close, like normal Morts. But Euchaunkas, your first giveaway was that blood splatter when you ripped into his neck. It just wasn't like a normal Mort. Wasn't
If his
quite as
flesh
vigorous.
seemed a lot less like flesh and more like flesh that's been stitched together.
Yeah, I could taste it.
Looks like Clint.
You can tell from the blood spatter. I'm a forensics expert when it comes to blood spatter. That's not a regular mort.
2 dead Morts in an alley. You're all in the alley, like across from the mortuary. Sure.
All right. I pick up the corpse.
Uh huh.
Throw it over
I
my
pick up
shoulder,
the other one.
and I start walking out toward the mortuary.
I'm doing the same.
Okay.
I guess we'll come along too.
I've got my sword away too.
So you all start heading toward the mortuary, and one of the morts goes, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
Hey, we found 2 dead morts.
Ah, shit, more dead morts.
Yep,
Them,
more dead
them
morts.
green sun just striking out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
are morts like us supposed to do about that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
The mort kind of like shifts in his hand. He's holding what looks like a Gatling crossbow. Like, well, yeah, you bringing them in to get fixed?
Yep, we're bringing them in.
Man, those ones looks like they've already been fixed before. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, you go ahead, and he kind of gestures with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Walk
Yeah,
down the stairs.
Selcress will tag along.
Okay. And actually,
Roll this code.
can you roll me a group persuasion check here? And the way a group check works is half of you succeed completely. You've gotten in. It's just a matter of whether they're suspicious and may or may not check up on it.
Ow. I'm supposed to be the persuasion girl. Oh well.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys, y'all head down. The Morts seemingly didn't bat an eye at your illusions and what you were doing. As you open the doors and head into the bottom level of the mortuary.
All right.
You see before you. Oh, go ahead.
Nope. I've got
You see
nothing.
a hallway.
Yeah, I've got nothing. That's as far as my plan went.
It's fine.
Okay,
You
Everything is fine.
Lance,
see
did you
another
prepare?
Mort walking around at the end of the hallway. He's got a mop and like an MP3 player and some headphones, and he's mopping, kind of dancing a little bit.
Euchaunkas, ask him where the mortician is.
All right. Hey, where's the mortician?
You just yell that.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to hear you. He's about 30 feet down the
I
hallway.
walk to him.
Okay, you walk right up to him. He's still just like.
I pull the headphones out of his ears.
Oh,
Hey,
hey.
Hey, I'm looking for a
over your
mortician
headphones,
here.
Thank you very much.
I pull them off.
Oh, sorry, Mort. I didn't even see you there. How's it going?
It's got. Well, we found corpses.
Oh, more corpses. Ridiculous. So many corpses.
So
Just
many
like
corpses.
the 7th one this week.
Oh, too many corpses.
It's only the first day of the week, too. It's crazy.
That's a lot of corpses.
I think. Anyway, yeah. Okay, well, you're looking for what? Mortar?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mortician. Slaughter.
Mortician. Yeah, he's down that way.
All right.
He
Right.
kind of like points down the L-shaped hallway. I don't know. He's right down there. You'll be fine.
All right.
He goes back to mopping.
All right. I start walking.
Yep, I'm gonna start walking too. I'm walking here.
Yeah, we're walking here.
Hey,
I
you're
walk in here.
mopping here.
Did you put the headphones back on him?
Yeah, he's got the headphones back on him. As you kind of like walk to, you get a little bit into his personal space. He says, "I'm mopping here," and he's got his headphones back on.
Okay. Mort's out. Oh my god.
All right.
All right, Morts, roll out. Automorts.
Let's keep going, please.
Yeah, you walk further down this hallway, and it's not a long hallway. It's only about 15 feet long.
Seems like there's been a high mortality rate lately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's painful.
They did mention something about the green sun. That's for. Oh.
Yeah,
It's
we
quite
kind of.
fun.
Last time we were here, we kind of did a thing, framing the green sun.
That was my idea, by the way, and no one has said anything about it.
I didn't know about it until right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel so underappreciated right now.
So I guess good job.
Okay, don't be a little princess about this.
Look, relax. It was joke. You know joke, right? Oh no, you don't know joke. Don't be joke.
Yeah, don't be precious. We have to get Mortar out of here.
I'm working on it. See, I can do a more voice.
It's getting quite good there, Selcress.
Alright, Morticia.
Up ahead of you is a simple set of double doors. They aren't like closey locky doors. They're like the push open and they flap around kind of doors. They got like the little bit of rubber on the bottom that drags on the ground. Yeah, that's all that really is directly ahead of you.
All right, let's go through them.
Yes.
Yeah, you push through and you open into a very large chamber. You see tables and tables just all over the place. Many of them with like white sheets over them. Some of them with body-shaped lumps under those white sheets. You see toward the on the walls and toward the walls there are they look almost like lockers, but they're maybe like 3 by 3 feet. You figure, oh, those probably open and bodies go in there or something. And it's pretty dull and gruesome. The walls are brick and kind of stained with mildew and with dripping from the last storm. Yeah, it's kind of dank in this place. There are some very light, simple like lights shining down that give the place a dull illumination. And yeah, in the corner, you hear a couple of things. You see 2 Morts just kind of standing around and they're talking like, yeah, it's kind of gross, but it's also kind of like morbidly interesting. I don't know, Mort, this shit's fucking nasty. I want the other shift. You want the other shift standing outside in the rain? Yeah, well, And they're talking. And meanwhile, there's a third Mort, or you think they're a Mort. They are currently slouched, kind of leaning over one of the tables. And they have in one hand what looks like a bone saw, and there's an awful like as they are sawing into something on the table. You can't really see it very well. They're wearing kind of goggles, but otherwise they look like a Mort.
Lance.
And it says, "Scalpel! Give me the scalpel!" God, these Morts aren't gonna fix themselves.
So,
It's like, here's your scalpel, Mortar. Thank you. Jeez, you gotta do everything yourself around here.
Hey guys, do you think that's Mortar?
yeah, I think that's Morta.
Yes.
Lance Morta blood.
One of the other Morts absolutely sees you all enter, by the way.
Selcress is kind of asking Lance,
Did you prepare the spell to get Morta, back to normal?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, Mort.
Hey, I see you brought some more bodies. One of the Morts kind of, again, carrying a Gatling crossbow. It seems that's like what these kind of Morts have here. Walking toward you, kind of holding the Gatling crossbow, but not like aiming it threateningly. You got some more bodies, just put them over there next to the big pile. And, yeah, just around the corner there.
Yeah, we found them across in the alley across the way.
Oh, no shit. Wow. Damn. That must have been my boys. My boys Morts. Man. What a world. That us Morts can't just live our lives, We're
Yeah.
just dying in alleys.
Yeah.
"Oh my god, the guilt trip."
Just struggling.
Yeah, I mean, this one was dealt a mortal wound right on the neck.
God. Even the world has that kind of cruel irony to it. Even in death, they mock us.
Yeah. Wait, how is that?
I'm sorry, I was a philosopher in my previous life. No, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, just throw them in the pile over there. It's all good. We'll deal with them later. Mortar's got them.
Yeah, Mortar. Hey, Mortar.
Hey, leave the doctor alone. He's working.
Oh,
He's working.
looking here.
And he kind of goes, yeah, I'm working here. That one went through. Oh, wait, that's not the mortar. Yeah, that one went through. All right, bring out the next body. And you see him just kind of like pick up an arm and kind of place it on a table next to him.
I sort of like bump Lance to grab a body and bring it up. You know what? I don't have to bump him. I just say into his head with my telepathic powers, Lance, get a body and bring it over to him.
I pick it up and move it.
Okay. Yeah, you walk over. What are the rest of you doing? Euchaunkas, Selcress, and Kurogan.
I'll help him with the body.
Okay,
kind
so
of.
you're offering to help him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be doing much heavy lifting, but
Okay.
Hey.
Kurogan?
Hey, they say this is the Green Sun doing this, right?
So Euchaunkas, if I understand this correctly, are you trying to make small talk so you don't have to go bring the body over to the vial?
Sure.
Okay. And yes, the Mort's like, oh yeah, you know, it's crazy. All these dead, they say it's the Green Sun. It could be anyone. I hear those vigilantes took over the Kurogans, I think it's called. Crazy.
Vigilantes? I haven't heard anything about the vigilantes.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. No one seems to know anything about them.
That's weird. I elbow Kurogan. You hear anything about these vigilantes?
Vigilantes? No!
And as you guys are kind of having this kind of small talk, you see who you think is Clinton Slaughtermorter kind of turn looking in your direction and kind of pulls the goggles up and looks toward you. For a moment, you swear with recognition. Says, hey, Mort! Thanks for bringing the Mort over. Great. Awesome. Just put them down here on the table. I'm gonna need a lot of arms for this next one. Did you do that?
sure.
Okay, you dumped one of the This is the Mort that like Euchaunkas ripped his neck out and it's like, ooh, wow, this one, not a great way to go. Yikes.
Nah, Mort, nah. It was nasty.
That must have splurted a little bit, a lot of blood. Actually, wait a minute. He kind of like starts fiddling with it, looking at like the neck wound. Oh man, this doesn't show signs of anyone in the blood splurting I would have wanted. There's still blood in the air. We gotta fix that.
So Chris is gently elbowing. So Chris is elbowing Lance like, do the thing.
And the assistant Mort's like, all right, yeah, I'll gotta get out of here now. The doctor needs to get to work.
I got a question first.
Well, this is a different one. This is the other.
Oh.
Yeah, this is different.
Alright.
One.
Yeah, this one kind of gesturing for Lance Mort and Selcress Mort to get.
Okay, while they're doing that, I'm making small talk like, where do you guys get those newfangled pointing to the crossbows?
Oh hell if I know, I'm not with munitions. You know that.
Man, I'm gonna have to speak to
What are
munitions
you
then.
with, actually?
While Kurogan is making a bit of a distraction, I'm going for the. I'm going to call upon divine intervention to try to purify the morts near me.
Wow. Okay.
All right, that was your strat. I was gonna say like, what strat do you fucking have, Lance?
I was gonna think greater
Oh my
restoration.
god!
Oh! There it is! Oh shit!
Lance.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Oh my goodness. Well, not quite ready for that.
Oh shit!
Lance, as you call for divine intervention, I imagine as you've been walking up toward him this whole time, you've been searching inside yourself, inside your heart, inside your spirit, inside of everything that is you. You've been looking toward your connection with Selune. And you've been looking for that little bit of power beyond anything Selune has ever truly granted you. And in that moment, as you stood there looking at someone you know to be your friend, lost, corrupted, and transformed in a horrible way, Selune, a goddess of lycanthropes, of the moon, of purifying these unholy transformations. You know not that Selune might grant you the power, not that Selune has the power, but that in that moment you had the power. And Lance, as you call down to Selune, you begin to glow. The Mort illusion destroyed, burned away from you. All sense of deception obliterated. The light of the moon itself gleaming out and basking over the Morts around you. You see under the different blankets upon the tables, bodies begin to shift and change. You see the Mort assistant who had been leveling the crossbow toward you turn into a baby. A little baby gnome wearing a diaper, sitting on the ground, looking confused. And you see the Mort before you, Clinton Slaughtermorter, twitch and twist and seem to almost resist for just a moment before, behind the baldness of the Mort, hair tear up through his skin, the chestnut auburn hair, a little too long, little bit of a goatee that should probably be cut, ripples through his face, changing in shape and form to the chiseled jawbones that you know and love. And he stands, Clinton Slaughtermorter, confused, wearing a white tank top shirt and some cargo pants or cargo shorts that are far too wide for him. Wow.
Selcress just kind of hug tackles him, really?
Yeah, the first thing he just reaches down is the cargo shorts begin to fall down because he just lost 200 pounds. You tackle him to the ground, Selcress. Lance, you still glow with power. And about 30 feet away, Euchaunkas, Kurogan, Mort, you two still look like Morts. And the Mort next to you,
I say clean up.
what the fuck?
I'm gonna take. Well, it's disrespectful. I'm gonna take his crossbow.
You're gonna reach for his crossbow?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a strength athletics check.
Thanks, Luna.
Oh,
That's
my
20.
God.
Oh,
God. You reach and just grab the bow and it's like, oh shit. And you see him go to start to make a dash away.
Nope.
I tackle.
Euchaunkas, go ahead. What are you doing? You have a surprise, right? If you'd like to make an action, Euchaunkas.
Then I bite him.
Yeah. Okay. 19 will hit a Mort.
Plus
Okay.
that much more.
All right, that's 12. Yeah, you bite into his shoulder and tear into his arms. Ugh! He's still alive.
All right, I bonus action bite him.
Okay. 12, unfortunately, is not going to get him.
Okay.
I do need you all to roll for initiative, actually. This is a very important initiative for Mort. Oh, shit. All right.
Kick his ass, Lance.
Lance, under Pete's rules, the Mort would win because he has a higher dexterity. But I always let the players go first. So, Lance, as you glow with the divine essence of Selune, what would you like to do?
How far away is this other Mort?
30 feet. Not very far.
Still kind of looking with a smile towards Clint as he's kind of confused with the Selcress. I will turn over to the Mort that I hear still, reacting mortally. Quickly stride over to him. Don't worry. You can join them too, in purity. And I will reach out and Lesser Restoration.
You get the idea that, Selune gave you that power, it's gone now. You used it. You don't think you can just instantly cure this Mort. Just so you know.
Oh.
You got it. You got a lot out of it. He was out of the range. No, Roger said he was working on something to cure Morts.
Just make him unconscious. Fine. Knock him out.
Yeah, no
Oh,
more left
wow.
behind.
This is one of the few weeks I didn't prepare whole person because of that zone of truth. I will try to non-lethally hit him with my sword.
All right. Oh, you draw the blade still kind of it's like smoke kind of rising off of a freshly quenched log. The little bit of steam, that's the moonlight etching off of your sword at the moment. Go ahead and make your attack. Euchaunkas, you hit him for 12, correct?
Yes.
Yes. A 19 will hit this Mort for 7 additional damage. All right. He's still
That
taking-
didn't get my cleric thing off because I forgot to click it. That's bonus.
Bonus D8 then. All right. So that's a total of 11. So you've hit him for 23. He's still kicking. Oh my God, Lance.
The
Dang.
rolls.
Yeah. You swing your blade through and he collapses unconscious upon the ground. And there's no threat. You see that he was beginning to run not for the doorway, but toward the direction of the pile of bodies that he had gestured to before.
Good thing we didn't let him do that. But I've got a Gatling crossbow now.
Yeah, you look at it, it seems to not be working. It's almost
Aw.
as though, yeah, like it has to be used by Morts. Like it's got a fingerprint ID on it.
Darn your cheats. Pete and
Morts.
Jeremy's
More
tampering
Don't-
avoidance.
Don't worry, Kurogan. We can just cut his fingertips off, and you can put that on your
Hey.
fingertips.
Clint,
Clint kind of looks down. Hey, Selcress, how's it going?
Clint! I'm going to go over and give him a big Kurogan hug.
Except you're a Mort.
You still look like a Mort. And it's weird because you see him heft like a weapon that he had been holding and aim it at you and fire. It looks like some sort of laser cannon. But nothing happens because he's not a Mort anymore as you rush toward him, Kurogan. But as you yell out, Clint! And he goes, Kurogan? Whoa. You look like a Mort.
Yes, Roger helped us
Ooh.
with
He
that.
kind of like looks down at himself and
You were a Mort.
yeah,
I'm
it was.
starting to gather that.
You're back, though. Hi.
Wow. He kind of looks over toward Lance, which Lance, you're still faintly glowing.
Good job, by the way,
Thanks.
Mr. Lance. But also you, yes.
How are you feeling? Not Morty? Perhaps?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up, actually.
Oh, I'm stepping back.
Let's not.
That's understandable. Being
Well,
first-
alright. Does he start to throw up when he sees another Mort eating all the other Morts that are dead in the corner?
Oh, you go over to the corner.
Yeah, Euchaunkas is just swallowing all the
So,
Morts.
you see that there is the pile of Morts, but beneath it, it looks like there's a giant Mort golem that's like rigged into the power supply of the building, and there's a huge lever on the side of the wall.
Ooh.
And it looks like this golem would stand maybe like 20 feet tall. It's stitched together with Mort parts. It has maybe like 14 arms coming off of it.
It's a lot of arms.
Well, I
Yeah.
eat all the other Morts.
Okay.
And then
I put the Mort that I knocked unconscious in my hole.
Okay. There's also a baby gnome.
I'm gonna pick up the gnome. I have the little baby gnome.
Alright.
Oh,
Hey,
Gucci Gugu's a
there's
good little baby.
There's a golem over here.
Ooh.
What?
like a
Oh,
flesh
maybe we can use that.
Yeah, we should take this.
Yeah.
The flesh
Clint, can
golem
you
made
do
out of
something with
Mort.
it?
That is absolutely abominable. We should destroy that.
I
All
think.
right, gonna throw up here. And he just.
Oh,
All right.
yay.
Cover your eyes, baby.
Ugh.
I
We probably
think we
should burn
use
that.
it.
Oh boy.
But if we can turn it against our enemies. Hi,
That
I'm
should be
Euchaunkas.
You know, I kind of
Hey,
agree
Chuck,
with
I think
Clint.
we've met, actually.
Nope. I haven't met you.
We've talked about him before, but
I
I don't think you guys have officially met.
Definitely think I've met you.
I know I haven't met you.
It was really weird. Anyway.
Wait. What do you remember
Wait,
about your meeting?
You remember that? You're not supposed to remember that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. You guys all stopped by once, then just kind of left.
We
How do
came in
you
out of
remember
nowhere.
that?
Selcress came up and hugged you, unbecomingly emotional for how she usually is, and after a few words, we just left kind of out of the blue as well.
Yeah,
You remember
yeah,
that?
more or less.
Oh, this
I
could be
of course
very
I remember
useful.
that. You were
This
eyeing
is
my
weird.
furniture. He's just kind of looking toward you, Euchaunkas.
Huh?
I saw you looking at my couch. You were gonna eat him.
I don't know what you're talking
Where
about.
is Couchy anyway?
Probably back of the tower.
Hmm.
Assuming the tower's in any shape.
Yeah, well, let's get back to Kurogans. Did anyone think about?
What's going on? What's
Well, we rescued you from a
okay?
you're kind of in the mortuary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bartholomew's dead.
Yeah.
Central
Yeah.
City was overrun by the Morts.
The Eight Great Evils took over the world, and well,
Uh-huh.
we can talk about this later. We gotta get you to Kurgan.
Yes, and back to Roger.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. This is really
What?
weird. My memory is so patchy right now.
You wouldn't happen to know maybe another way out, would you?
So far as I know, I know over there, and he kind of points up, and you see on the ceiling there's like it's almost like a garage door. Like open that up to let some of the bodies in sometimes. There's a lot of them.
Where's it open up to?
The roof.
Okay, we can use that.
We can, especially since I can fly.
All right, let's do it.
How do you open it?
Oh, it's just you press that button over there on the wall. And
Okay.
it kind of goes over and presses the button, and it kind of opens up.
Alright, I'm gonna immediately press the amulet in, and the armor forces itself around me, of course.
Of course. Yep.
And wings sprout from my back. Giant golden wings.
Seems like you've got an upgrade since we last talked, Kurogan.
Just one or two.
Yeah.
You haven't even seen mine yet.
Wow.
Alright,
Man, I'm
hold
mighty
on.
glad I gave Salune worship in my pantheon. That's crazy.
So I pick up Clint in one arm, and I have the baby in the other arm.
And you
Kind of-
see Clint is definitely like kind of malnourished as he's been surviving off of a Mort diet, which is mostly potato chips and cigarettes.
Ugh.
But like, all right.
Not surprised at the more.
What was that?
Too bad.
I'm not surprised at the mortality rates rising.
That's a good pun.
Alright, well, I'm flying Clint and the baby up. You guys
Okay.
coming?
I'm just gonna go at the front. I still look like a Mort.
Yeah, you do.
Selcress does it though, right?
No.
No.
Selcress is.
I
Mort
do.
Disguise was burned away.
Well, I guess
So,
we have to...
Kurogan, you get everyone else out through that, and I'm just gonna
Okay.
walk out the
Oh,
front.
climb on back, Selcress. Lance, can you fly?
Kurogan, you're reaching like capacity for your flight
Yeah.
at this point.
I
Just
am.
know.
When you've just dumped all your points into wings.
Yes,
like,
all
come
my
on.
points are. Although
Come
technically the
on.
max is 2, I'm still gonna
Yeah.
just put them all in
Yeah.
for
Um,
the sake of story.
I could
That
take care of
Moltiker.
us.
Please do that.
How so?
Just cast fly.
Yeah, I can cast fly. Silly. But
Alright.
can we destroy the Mort golem real quick before we go?
So at this point, Euchaunkas, you just walked out the front door. Kurogan, you started to fly away to bring everyone else, or to bring Clint and Slaughtermorter and the baby that you have back to Kurogan's.
Yep.
And Selcress and Lance, you two stand in the mortuary.
So, let's
You look down the hallway and you can see mopping here. The guy's just dancing.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
passing by him, right?
Yeah, you walk right by him.
Oh no, I stop.
Oh, okay. He doesn't seem to notice you. He just keeps dancing and singing for a little bit.
Hey, Mort.
Oh yeah. What up?
Hey, Morta wants you to come with me.
All right. What are we doing?
It's something, I don't know. We're gonna go pick something up.
All right, sure.
Said it was heavy.
All right. And he kind of takes off his headset and just let me put in my office is right over here. Kind of goes into one of the rooms, throws his stuff on the table. All right, let's go. Where are we going?
All right, follow me.
A big pickup somewhere?
Yeah, big pickup.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now we get outside, right?
Things are yeah. And he's talking to you as you're going, things are getting pretty bad from the west to being attacked by the math goblins. It's crazy.
Oh man, the math goblins? I didn't hear about the math goblins.
They're not too bad, but sometimes they're weird, one day they're your best friends, the next day they're erratic.
So we got the math goblins and the green sun. We got beef with anyone else?
No, not really. Everyone else is pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see lots of Morts. Morts died all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
You know how it be.
I know how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we get outside, there's those other two guys, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you two, you two.
Oh, yeah, what up?
Yeah, Morta wants you to come with us. We gotta go get a big pickup.
One of us has to stay in, protect the way in. No one else can
No,
get in.
no, the other guys are gonna protect the way in. Coming out right after us.
Oh, all right. Can you roll me a persuasion check? No, man. I got orders, Mort. I got orders. I gotta stay here.
Wait, but this is
Look,
an
who the hell
order.
are you?
This is an order for Morta.
Yeah. And someone's got to make sure Morta stays where he is and keeps doing what he do.
All right, fine. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it one down, one hand. You coming? I
Fine.
said, looking at the other guy.
Yeah, no, I'm coming. All right, jeez.
All right,
Yeah, they follow you.
Okay.
I bring them to Kurogan's.
Okay. It's like, yeah, why are we going this way? Isn't this the building that shoots people? Defense
No.
systems online.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I look at the defense system.
I let them in. I will let them
Yeah,
in.
You let them
it's
in?
fine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine. We figured out a way in. The
I
defense-
said it to stun once they get in the building.
Yeah, we found a way to get the defense systems offline.
Oh, great. We can kill those vigilantes. Are they real? I didn't even think they were real vigilantes.
Yeah,
They were just dudes.
Yeah, we get in. Yeah, they're real.
And then stun.
Yep. And as
Oh, I love the smooth transition back into your normal Euchaunkas.
and as the adventure comes to the end, three Morts lie heaped in a pile in the middle of Kurogan's. Selcress and Lance fly, landing softly in the little yard behind Kurogan's.
Yeah, after dismantling the flesh Mort golem.
Oh yeah, how do you obliterate that?
Probably a fireball.
Just blow the shit out of the place. I imagine. So we skip to that part. You land softly in the background, and you two walk in, and Clinton's
In the distance,
Slaughtermorter's
there's just a fire.
Well, no, it's just Clinton's just sitting down at one of the benches, and he's breathing heavy. He's definitely not doing great from the transformation, and he's like, "Selcress, did you take care of the golem?"
Yeah, I blew it up.
And it just immediately smash cut to the building, and it's just an aerial view of the little building on the corner, and then it just blows up
With Selcress
more
and
pieces of Mort falling from the sky.
Selcress Kurogan, Clint the baby, and
Lancelot
Lancelot's just flying away from it.
And yeah, with that, you all have completed this adventure. That was much different than I expected it to be. Goodbye,
Yeah.
vocal music.
Did we just bypass like all
Indeed.
your security?
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
so.
you guys did it.
Yeah.
You
Legend
have
tier, man.
rescued Clinton Slaughtermorter and returned him to his normal self, miraculously. You've also got a couple of other morts for experimentation.
Yes.
You have a baby gnome.
Yep.
His name is Ezekiel, by the way.
Oh boy,
You've
you're
named him?
renaming him.
Yes.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys. You have succeeded
we-
in this mission.
Eat that.
No, I was an orphan too. We cannot eat the baby.
Are we gonna give it to Roger?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, but I will also help take care of it because, you know, I was an orphan. I want to make sure it has good life, you know?
So Mama Kurogan and Papa Roger.
Why is this human
I will
baby
murder you.
so small?
It's a gnome, baby.
That's what I said.
And
Well,
as the adventure comes to an end, yeah, you're done. You succeeded. We done though, boys.
Yeah,
We
Congratulations.
did it.
A
easy
mission
peasy.
expertly done.
Yeah, we
Like,
still did it out of there.
Shit. Well,
One could say it was
the
a.
best.
One could say it was a mythic rescue.
I think it was a
Indeed.
legendary rescue.
Legendary.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, legendary.
Wow. You missed it.
It's been a while, okay?
We'll tell this for Mortalinia.
What Mort had on him. Mort, being a practiced chef romancer, one who brings creatures back to life that have been ripped apart and consumed, it keeps a certain amount of material components on him at all times. Clinton has the components for one casting of the Revivify, one casting of the Reincarnation spell, and one casting of Rebuild, which is one of his special abilities. So he can put someone back together that has been horribly dismembered. That can also be used simply to put body parts back on that have been dismembered in horrible ways, if that were to happen.
Gives Kurogan 2 extra arms to hold 2 more two-handed weapons.
The world's not ready for a 4-armed Kurogan.
Oh boy, he doesn't do that kind of stuff. The Morts were having him do
Darn.
that. That is unethical. But yeah.
And as we know,
congratulations,
Clinton
guys.
Slaughtermorter, who worships all of the gods and all of the demons.
Most of the evil gods. All about them ethics, though.
Yeah, clearly.
But yeah, congratulations, guys. We're all done though for tonight. Well played.
It was a long night, but it was worth it.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
Rocked it.
10 out of 10.
Yep.
Yes.
Jeez.
10 out of 10 with 10 again.
6 out of 100.
6 out of 100.
Son of a bitch.
Literally.
And yeah, with that, thank you, chat. Thank you, everyone who's hung out with us tonight. Y'all are awesome. Love you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for anyone who is still hanging out here right now at 1 a.m. Pacific. Oh my lord.
3 a.m. CST.
Thank you to everyone for your outrageous generosity throughout the evening. God bless y'all. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Salune bless y'all. And yeah, we'll see you guys, I guess, on Sunday for Waterdeep Dragon Heist, actually. I'm very excited about it. And of course, we do D&D time every Friday, and there'll be more stuff throughout the week. Check our Discord for the updates. Thank you all, and good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bless.
Oh, sorry. I'm Jeremy.
And he's Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, I thought you guys were each gonna say your name.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm Fox.
And I'm Lance.
And I'm not Pete.
This is Pete and Jeremy's D&D
D&D time.
D&D time.
D&D time.
Good night, everybody.
Time for D&D.
Hey there, folks. Do you know what time it is?
Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D. Pete and Jeremy, you know we're gonna have some fun when we are amazed Dungeons and Dragons. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. When we are amazed Dungeons and Dragons. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Come and have some fun, play D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Come play some D&D with me. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. So many fun things to do. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. This is our invitation to you. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D.